Man, I think I'd be going camping with all this gear. I got the old Molly 2 ruck. Oh. No, not camping. I'm out making a video about setting up a tarp, which it's a 10 by 10 tarp. It takes up a lot of space, so I couldn't use my usual backpack. So I upgraded. Got the behemoth. Come on. Hey everybody, it's Outdoor AF. Good to see you again. Thanks for joining. Hey, do you need help setting up a tarp? Let me show you how I do it. Super quick, super easy. You're gonna love this video. Stay tuned. All you obviously need is a tarp, cordage, and some pegs. I just have sticks that were lying here on the ground. And if you're smart, if you have them lying around, bring some bungee cords. Bring the biggest ones that you can, the longest ones. These are incredibly helpful. They make the whole setup that much easier, more efficient, and quicker. So one thing that's definitely going to help is learning how to tie a slip knot. Very simple. Cross it over, make a loop, and then bring this up through, and then, all right. Why do I suggest learning how to do that? Slip knots are amazing, very versatile, and the best part is they're easy to take apart, just like that. I'm not a big fan of doing overhand knots where you make a knot and then afterwards you have to, and if you pull it too tight, you're sitting there breaking fingernails, swearing, trying to get it undone. Again, cross it over, make a loop, bring this back through, bam. All right. And once you stick a toggle in here, watch, a toggle or a peg, it cinches on itself and it's not gonna slip through. Then all you do is take out your toggle when you're done, and again, pull it out. Very simple. Once again, cross it over and make a loop. Bring this up through. All right. And you can adjust the size and everything. Super versatile, super easy to undo. So it just so happens that the corner over here of the tarp is very close to this tree. I'm not going to use paracord for that. I'm going to use one of the bungees that I brought. I like to start about shoulder height. Uh-oh. This is going to trip the camera. I didn't think about that. Hold on. Okay, so this corner of the tarp is very close to this tree. I'm not going to use paracord. I'm going to use one of the bungee cords I brought. It just so happens that the way this tarp is, it happens to be close to this tree, but not really close to the other three. Anyway. All right. So that one's all hooked in. No worries there. Now we just got to worry about the other three corners. That's where some paracord and the slip knots are going to come in handy. Okay, so I'm going to attach the next corner. Remember, the first one was attached with bungee cords. We're all set there. This one, we're going to need some paracord. You need to learn and use that slip knot again. Let's make one. Flip it over. Bring this up through. Bam. Okay. Now, most tarps have loops at each corner and even along each edge. This one actually has 3 in the field, 3 along the sides, including the corners, so a total of 5 on each side. I'm going to slip the slip knot loop through the loop of the tarp, and I'm going to stick a toggle through here. All right, and tighten down on the slip knot. Okay. That way it's grabbing onto the toggle more than the loop. This is a very high quality tarp. It's an Aquaquest. The stitching is amazing. It's super strong, reinforced at each corner. But still, you don't want to rag on it too bad, because you don't want to rip tarp when you really need to count on having a tarp up. The next step is to attach your paracord to the tree. We're going to use a taut-line hitch. So wrap it around, and the mantra is 2 on the outside, 1 on the inside. 2 on the outside, 1 on the inside. So we got 1. Oop. Come on. Oop. Always step on the cord. Then back through again to make 2. Oop. All right. That's 2 on the outside, and then 1 on the inside, which I think you can just do it like this. There's a bunch of different ways that you can do it. Is that going to go through? All right. And then I think, hopefully, yep, you can decrease or increase the tension and make it more taut. Okay, so here I'm going to use a trucker's hitch. It's another way of securing some line to an object, in this case a tree, obviously. And it's a way that you can create tension on something. And it uses slip knots, so therefore it's easy to undo. What you want to do is go around the tree, and about 2 feet back on the line, you want to make a loop with a slip knot. Okay. And then, don't let it close. Take your running end and put it through that loop. I got a lot of extra cord here. It's not so easy to film this. All right. Pull it through that loop. Hopefully you can see this. Okay. All right. And you'll see that you have this so that the line went through your loop here, and you can pull on it and just pinch right here and then put a slip knot through to secure it and pull it back that way. Guitar string test. Ding ding. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3 corners done. Now we just have the last one to do. I'm lucky. The 4th corner that I have to do, it just so happens it's within bungee range. As much as I love tying knots, let's go around the tree, shall we? Ta-da! And what you're left with is a tarp that you can sit under to get out of the sun, or most likely the rain. It's still a little flimsy. One thing I suggest, always look at the slope of your campsite. Water is always going to flow downhill. You want to pitch one of the corners so any water that might collect will flow downhill. If you pitch it towards the back, it's just going to flow back on top of you. You want it to flow away from you. In this case, it's pitching down towards you, towards the camera. So what I would do is either lower one of the front ones or raise up the back 2 ones. So it's more like that. And for today's lunch, I'm going to be enjoying the Mountain House chicken and mashed potato dinner. But I better be careful. I don't know if you can read that, but it says it's best by March 2050. So I got quite a few years to go, but I'm going to enjoy it now. I had one the other day. These things are phenomenal. Great. Don't you just love group texts? Anyway, ding, 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 ding. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. That could have gone to just me, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I have some water boiling on a jet boil kind of thing in my Canteen Cup. Should be close to ready, but I will let you know how it turns out. I tell you, this Mountain House meal, the chicken and mashed potato dinner, it is phenomenal. Wow, real chunks of chicken. Let's see if I can get some for you here. Probably not going to be able to pick it out too well, but real chunks of chicken, real mashed potatoes, everything's freeze-dried and gluten-free. I'm sure the sodium is quite high. Yeah. But, man, rib sticking, hearty, delicious. Thank you, Outdoor MF and Sin Double D. Hot. I feel like Matthew Posa. Hot, hot. Why do I do that? Anyway, I want to thank you for joining. Hope you learned how to set up a tent. Yeah. Hope you learned how to set up a tarp a little bit easier. So stay tuned for the next video. And in the meantime, click like, subscribe, and comment if you'd like. Adios. And bon appetit. Or buen provecho. So much for a peaceful nap.